Ladies and gentlemen, I have none other than the celebrity fitness influencer herself, Miss Nick B. What's up, Nick? How are
Hey
you?
Chanel, I'm blessed and highly favored, girl. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, I jumped on that opportunity. I was like, heck yeah.
Listen, I know I told you in the initial email, but like your page has inspired me so much, especially with my own fitness journey. I've been following you for years. So thank you for what you do for the
Oh,
culture.
thank you for following me and supporting me and having me on your show. It's really a blessing. I really appreciate you.
Of course. Well, you ready to dig into some of these questions?
Yeah, let's get it.
Awesome. Well, the first question is let's just start off getting to know you and getting an understanding of who you are. So, who is Nick B?
Um, well, I'm a mom to a 17-year-old boy. He's a young man. He'll be 18 years this year. I've been personal training for 13 years professionally now, but I've actually been training my friends since I was 14 years old. Um, I'm I'm an amazing being. I am a queen. I'm a goddess.
Yes.
No, I'm just me. Like people are like, but what is that? It's like, do you have to really define what that is? It's just you being you and you doing you, right? Like that's who I
I
am.
love it. I love it. And when you say your son is 18 now, so I feel like we grew up with your son.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when he was like a kid. That's so crazy that he's
So you're
18
probably one
now.
of the internet aunties.
Yes, I am. I am.
Yep, he'll be 18
Wow.
in September. Yes, can't believe it.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Okay, and you're from California.
Yes, I'm from Inglewood, California, born and
Okay.
raised. Yeah, love it here. The weather is not so good, hasn't been in a while, but we'll take it. We're still blessed. But yes, born and raised in Inglewood, California.
Okay, and did you grow up playing any sports or anything?
Um, I'm actually good at almost every sport, but I never like really played basketball on a team or anything. I ran track for a little bit. Some things happened in my life where I couldn't really fully pursue my track career because I was distracted by personal matters. But yeah, I wish I would have stayed with that and stuck with it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I love how you just snuck in there. I'm good at everything, but
I am. You gotta think highly of yourself,
yes,
right? You gotta think you're the best
absolutely.
at everything. If you don't, then what? Why we here? Sure. I don't put
Absolutely.
no limitations on myself.
I love it. And so like Nick, where did this love for fitness come from?
Oh, well, it's really been a passion all my life, but I really got tuned into it after I had my son. I started going to the gym and I would eat like because I was really skinny. I was like 115 pounds after I gave birth to my son. And although I was skinny, I was ripped, right? Because I breastfed for 2 years. And I was like, I'm gonna start going to the gym. So I started going to the gym as like an outlet because I was like, I'm a young mom and I still wanna be like cute and stuff, like I still wanna look good and all this stuff. I was like, I'm never gonna let myself go. Okay. And I started going to the gym and working out, and there would be like women coming in the gym training with their trainers, and they're like, "Oh, I want to look like her," and I'm like me, like I'm not even where I want to be yet. And they're like, "Yeah," so I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm selling something. Ooh, I need to, probably pursue this and take it seriously." And that's how it started. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So it wasn't always in your head like I'm going to be an entrepreneur. It's something that just organically happened.
Yes. Yeah. I
Okay.
didn't say, oh, this is something I wanted to do. I've just always been active, but I was like, oh, I can make money from this. But now I don't look at it in a money way, which I should.
Yeah.
Which I should. I should go back and look at it that way because I was making a lot of money.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so you have a very impressive background and you've been doing the online fitness business for some years. I think it started back in 2016, if I'm not mistaken.
No. I believe 2011, 2012.
2011, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2016 is when I got hip. I'm
It's
sorry. So
okay.
you've been
No, it's okay.
you've been doing for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So can you share with us some additional highlights from your journey? I know you've been a part of things like Woman Evolve and some
Yes.
other amazing events. So tell
Yes,
us a little
that
bit
was
more
a
about.
beautiful experience. Sarah, she actually reached out to me. I had gotten on this spiritual journey and started like tapping more into like building my relationship with God. And Sarah reached out to
Wonderful.
me in a DM and she was like, "Girl, I see what you're doing. I'm seeing the transition. I've been following you for a while. I would love to have you at my first Women Evolve event." I was like, "Oh my God, I would love to come." Such an amazing experience. But I'm going to have to say my favorite experience was when I went to Montreal, Canada. There were three guys. I'm See, this is why you got to know the business too, because I'm like, something could have happened to me too, because I didn't know these guys, never met them. They reached out to me and we spoke via through WhatsApp, and yeah, they were like, "We want to fly you out," and they flew me out. Never met them, but they took such good care of me. They got my hair done. My bag was lost for like 4 days. They took me shopping. They put me into a nice skyrise apartment. I had meal plans, and the event, those people treated me like I was Beyonce. Okay, it was like 250 people that came out to each one of those events, and that was like the greatest experience for me. I'm
That
so
is
grateful. Yeah.
that's amazing. And so you also train celebrities too and some athletes.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you want to talk about it,
Oh, we
but
can. Yeah.
okay. So tell us about maybe some of the celebrities that you train and maybe like a funny story or something.
I would say maybe the funniest celebrity I've trained was Gary Owens because he clowned the whole time. Yeah, during our session. Um, he's a natural comedian, but he's very respectful. So yeah, he clowned during that whole session. My most humble client would have to be Kevin Durant. Amazing. Yeah. Dope energy, very humble, probably one of the humblest people I know. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. So how do they usually like find you? Is it through Instagram?
How did, how, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But it's funny because my cousin is a professional basketball player, so he was, so he knew like Katie and all them. So I don't know. I don't know. You know how people be
Yeah.
lurking. Yeah, y'all don't know. But it's always been nothing but love and respect. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Now, okay, so when I first followed you, your Instagram name was Get Fit with Nick.
Mm-hmm.
And however, today your Instagram name is I am Nick B.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the difference between Get Fit with Nick and I am Nick B? Tell us a little bit about that transition.
Well, I felt like the Get Fit with nickname was specifically for fitness, and I wanted to transition more into a lifestyle page. So I didn't want to focus just on the fitness aspect. And then I think fitness is easy, but to other people, it's like it's really hard. But I'm like, then you don't
Yeah.
want it. You don't want to do it. You don't want to commit to it. You're looking for the easy way. But yeah, I wanted it. I'm slowly transitioning my page into a lifestyle page because I want to be able to post about holisticness and wellness and
Mhm.
just being expressive and being me and telling people get your ass up, work out, do what you want to do, live your life, be free, be happy, be healthy. Those are the things I want to say. And I feel like I'm not just a fitness person. I don't just wake up and think about fitness. Like that's not
Yeah.
me. Yeah, I like to
Yeah.
work out, but it's not every day. Uh-uh.
It's not?
Mm-mm. It was never an everyday thing. Uh-uh.
Okay.
I literally only train 2 to 3 days out of the week.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. It's never been every single. I would not work my body like that. I'll be messed up. You got to give your
Really?
body time to rest and recover. And I'm if I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it. Because you gotta want to do it. And maybe sometimes your body is just telling you like, hey girl, you need to rest. You need to sit down. You
Mm-hmm.
need to relax. You need to watch your movie on Tubi. You need to chill. You can go indulge a little bit. You've done enough. So, and I listen to that. I listen to that.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
So I struggle with that honestly. Like if I feel like I feel like I have to be at the gym every weekday, and if I fall off, it just feels like failure to me. I don't
I
know.
feel like you have to give yourself grace.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, you gotta you open your
Yes.
eyes. Like you have to have ask God, like, hey God, tell me what I need to do today. And he'll
Mm-hmm.
tell you like, hey, you need to sit down, you need to rest, you should be
Yeah.
working on this while you focus on this. And yeah, and we can incorporate little things. It doesn't have to be an hour long workout. It could be 10 minutes. I have a small space in my room and I'll go in there, do set my timer for 10 minutes. I'm like, woo, I done broke a sweat. Like, and I feel accomplished. Shoot, I'm like, I did something. So
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah, you have to create that vibe for yourself.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna dig a little bit more into that
Okay.
later on in my questions. But so Nick B Fit Life aims to get you fit,
Mhm.
and it also aims to empower
Mhm.
others. So tell us a little bit more about that, and why is it important for like that holistic approach of like not only the body but also the soul?
Well, I mean, everything goes hand in hand, right? I feel like you can't have this amazing body if your spirit is not is your, if your spirit is broken, right?
Yeah.
You look good on the outside, but internally you all messed up. You got a bad attitude, you negative, nobody want to be around
Mm,
you. Like, yeah, girl, you look good, but you ain't good. So we gotta tweak these things, and I think it's so important. And just as your mindset, like, where's your mind? People always ask me, how are you able to just like, so right now I haven't had alcohol in over 6 months, and they're like, well, how did you stop drinking? It was something. You have to decide to want something. Hey, I don't want it anymore, so I'm not going to do it. And that's how you have to feel about that goes hand in hand with your mind, body, and spirit. Once you
mhm,
decide what you want and what you don't want, you have to go full throttle with it. Hey, this is where I'm at. This is where I need to be. If I want to look good, I have to take care of these things internally too. I have to work on my
mhm.
trauma. I have to work on my drama. Like,
Mm,
do I want that in my life? No. How does that make me feel? Okay, yes, I worked out today and I feel better. I feel empowered, but there's something still that is inside of me that I need to work on. So maybe I should do meditation. Maybe I should pray. Maybe I should get grounded. And those are the things that I do because I was a negative person. I was angry. I did always want to fight people and beat up people. And I did have internal issues, right? And I was like, yo, I have to fix those things. I can't be this badass on the outside and be messed up internally. It's not going to work,
mm.
It's not going to work. And people feel that energy. So, no, when they meet me, I want you to feel good, a good aura, good vibrations. Like, oh, I like that. I like being around. Shoot, that means something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll tell you, like, with any interaction I've ever had with you, whether it be email or just even face to face, like, I've always felt that positive, loving, warm energy.
Aw.
So I see you do the work.
Thank you. It took some time. It's not an overnight success story, girl. It takes time. When people talk about
Yeah.
doing the work, it's like you have to be patient. You have to have faith. It's not that hard labor stuff. You have to check
Mhm.
yourself. Like, hey, let me not say something. Let me not insert myself. That's not my business. Mind your business. That's work, right?
Yeah,
So that's the work that I had to do.
I love it. So, Nick, how do you define success?
Ooh, um, So before I used to think like, oh, because I have this and I'm doing this and I was able to do that, I'm successful. But no, peace. I define
Mm.
success with having a peace of mind. It having peace brings you so much more freedom. Because, like I said, you can check yourself on a lot of situations. You can take a step back. You can reflect, and it's like, oh, I have peace. So that's how I define my success. And I've never had so much peace in my life ever. I sleep good. I feel good. I don't have headaches. Like my body is not aching because I have peace.
I love it. I love it. Peace.
Mm-hmm. It don't cost a lot, but it
um,
costs a lot.
it, let's say that it don't cost a lot, but it costs a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
Mm-hmm. Because if you know, you know.
Yes, I love it. So, like, what gave you peace? Was it your spiritual journey that you took with getting to know God?
Yeah, just tapping more into myself and being in alignment gave me the
Yeah.
peace that I needed because, like I said, once I was able to recognize and see things for what it is and not take things personal and overextending myself and um, what do they call it? I was making more spiritual deposits. So
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I was doing and that's how I found my peace. I was like, you know what? I'm not about to be doing these hardcore exercises. I'm going to find something that works for me that is light, simple and effective. I'm going to eat I'm going to eat good, eat clean when I can and drink my water, but also yes, I like to have my cheat meals and stuff too. And, and I eat my edibles. My edibles help me so much. Like, just to be transparent and honest, yes, they bring me peace. Shoot. If we gonna keep it real, we got to keep it real, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to you for keeping it real because you come across influencers, fitness influencers, and trainers online, and they just act like they don't never have a cheat meal and they just work out 7 days a week.
Mm-mm.
I love this how you're keeping it real right
Yes,
now.
I have. That's the only way I can be. It's like if I'm lying to you, I'm lying to myself. Like, who are you? Do you know yourself, right?
I love it. I love it. I'm enjoying this
Oh,
interview.
I love that.
Okay, so Nick, I wrote a book called The Art of Taking L's. And here in the Success Playbook Lane, we define L's as a setback, adversity, failure, or a major loss. And the path to success is often filled with challenges and setbacks. So, can you share a personal experience where you faced adversity and how you've overcome it? And how did it ultimately shape your journey?
Okay, so I can say like when I first got on Instagram and just started posting my body and stuff, it took off because people are like all into this body image or whatever, right? And I've gotten a lot of connections from Instagram, but the L that I would say I've taken was not utilizing and really keeping in contact with those people. I
Mm,
feel like God had to humble me. Like, hey,
okay.
you think you this big? You're that girl, but I'm gonna have to bring you down a little bit. So, and I'm going through this journey now of like it's not really an L, it's not a loss. It is a lesson and a great lesson. And I feel like if we don't experience these lessons and go through these trials, then how do we grow, right? So that's
Mhm.
why I'm able to be transparent, open, and connect with people on a different level. So is it really a nail? Is
It's not.
it really a
I
nail? No.
love
It's a
it.
level up, right? Shoot.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I
just
love it.
moving forward, I would say I would really just fuck with the people that fuck with me. Excuse my language, but
Mm,
yes, mess with the people that mess with me and really, connect with those people and keep in
mhm.
contact. I didn't do that. I was like, yeah, okay, we did that. Yeah, on to the next.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, so you would say that relationship building
Yeah.
is like really
Yeah.
key and kind of helps with
Yes. Relationship
trees.
building, networking, and just staying in contact with people who really support you and love you. Like, I got into a place where I felt like I didn't need anything or need anybody. I could do this on my own. I could make it happen. And then I was like, I can't do. And then I got to the point where I was like, I can't do this by myself. I have to trust people. I have to be open and let people in. I didn't think people can love my business the way I could. So I didn't feel like it would ever thrive and flourish if somebody else was helping me operate it. But then I knew when I did reconnect back with these people, they were like, no, we see you. And I was like, they do. They do. So it's all working out now, but I had to pray on that. So, and I'm
Yeah,
grateful. I'm grateful because some people don't
good.
come back into your life. And I'm like, shit, you said fuck me, I say fuck you.
That's usually how it
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah. But when people really love you, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna give you space. So, and I
Hmm.
appreciate it.
Awesome. Awesome. So, with your expertise and your experience, what advice would you give to aspiring fitness trainers and who may face obstacles and self doubt along their path? I'm going to ask that again. With your experience and expertise, what advice would you give to aspiring fitness trainers who may face obstacles and self doubt along their paths?
The advice I would give is to be the most authentic person that you can be. Show the ups, show the downs, show when your body looks good, when it doesn't. Like, I posted a few days ago, like, some rolls on my back, and people are like, "Those, you ain't got no," and I'm like, "I do. I know my body." Like, but I want to show this because everybody is not no, nobody's perfect. We all have this image of ourselves, and I don't want to ever display as this perfect person because that's not who I am. So what I would tell a up and coming trainer is to be authentic, be you, go on, make authentic content, and just be open to sharing your journey and who you are, because that really, your audience really gravitate to that. And that's why I asked my following, like, what do you guys want from me? And they're like, we just want you to continue to be you, because I guess I already give, what they want or what they need. So that would be my message, is just to be authentic. Be authentic.
I love it. Authenticity
And
is
be
key.
and have us continue to educate yourself and be knowledgeable. And when it comes to diets, right? um, Tell people to go to dietitians and nutritionists. There's a lot of people, a lot of trainers that are online that are selling programs that are that's illegal to do if you're not a nutritionist or a dietitian, because you don't know that person or that person's body personally, so you cannot give them you can't give them no meal plan. So when people reach out to me
Yeah.
like, what am I supposed to eat? I'm like, I don't know. I ain't your trainer. Like, I've never seen you. I don't know your body. I don't know your blood type. So I can't tell you that. So that's why I don't even sell programs anymore, because I'm not a licensed nutritionist. So I don't do
Mhm.
that. I don't play around with that. But that's why the weight fluctuates. It goes up and down. It doesn't stick because you're going to somebody who doesn't even know you, that's giving you a plan that's not accustomed to you, right? So I'm like, don't do that. But then I can't tell people how to, spend their money. Do what works for you. That's my motto.
Do what works.
Mhm.
Yes, you've been saying
Mhm.
that since the
Yep.
beginning. Yeah. Even though I do follow, if I would see you eating a salad on your Instagram, I'll be like, okay, so I can eat, this
Yeah.
kind of salad.
But don't do that
I used to,
because,
I know,
yeah.
I know,
Because
yeah.
I don't eat chicken, and people are like, "What? You don't eat meat?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I eat meat. I eat beef. I eat pork. But my body started rejecting chicken because now I'm allergic to chicken. As I've gotten when I turned 30
Oh
years old,
wow.
yeah, my body started rejecting chicken, so I don't eat chicken at all. So you're not gonna ever see me eating chicken online. You're not gonna ever see me posting no chicken, and that's why I don't post meals. Like, when a lot of trainers post, "This is what I ate today." That's something that's according to them and their blood type. Don't try to follow that. Follow things that work for
Yeah.
you. Go to a dietitian or a nutritionist, and they will help you with that, because you may have been eating something for X amount of years and wondering why your body is still stagnant, because you should
Mm.
be eating something else. Mm-hmm.
You're dropping gems right now for the people because they've been buying these online programs. So,
And they work, but how it only works for so long, though, right?
yes.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, I gained all that weight back." Yeah, because it wasn't a customized plan from your
Mhm.
dietitian or nutritionist. So that person is never gonna give you something that's gonna fully work for you, because it's not for you. It's for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so true. That's so true. And I love it. And I love how, again, authentic you're being. Back to the authenticity thing. You're being so authentic right now with like sharing this information
hmm
with us. So
Well,
thank
people
you.
don't know, so and that's why I like sharing that. And then they're like, "Oh, that makes sense, because I did try somebody's plan
Mm-hmm.
and it worked, but it only worked for so long, and I had gained all my weight back." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's why. That's why."
That's awesome. Okay. So, Nick, in your view, so you're a Black woman navigating this field of
Mhm.
fitness, which is, I would assume, is male
Mhm.
dominated. So I would love to know, like, how you navigate that, like, especially with some of your male clients. How exactly do you overcome some of those obstacles?
Um, you know what, the industry has changed, so I feel like it's equally male and female dominant, because but I guess
That's awesome.
clients have to find what works for them. I don't really use much equipment. We do meditation in the back. I train in my backyard in my house. We do meditation, we do prayer, we listen to affirmation music. I love Tony Jones. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. She's
Yes.
amazing. So a lot
Yes.
of the times when my male clients come, they're like, "Oh, this is different," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's not." And I'm also like counseling now too, so I had to tap into like the psychological logical aspect of wellness. So it's not just physical training. So I have to really tap in and see, like, okay, what made you get to this point? And a lot of my clients aren't even overweight, they're just out of shape. And we tend to think, oh, out of shape is because I'm overweight. No, they lack endurance, they lack stamina, they don't have balance, and we work on those things. And we also have a connect. I train with them. So it's like, oh, you working out with your friends. So we just create this whole vibe, and they love that. Um, and that's the kind of clients I had to pray to attract, because I didn't want to just work with anybody. And I don't want to, although I do train celebrities, but I also train regular people, and I love them. And they are so loyal and so committed, and they don't mind paying, and they don't complain or anything. They show up and they show out, and I appreciate that. And so I think, as far as like this industry is just, this guy was like, I was watching his podcast, and he was like, "I hate when people say the word saturated." And he was like, "I think we have a negative connotation of what that means." And I was like, "Yeah, I did, because that's what I thought. It was, this industry was saturated. It was like everybody's doing fitness, right?" But it's like, no, it's a lot of money to be made in this industry, so that's why people are doing it, right? So
Mhm.
I am grateful for where I'm at in it, but I'm also bored with it, and I
Mhm.
feel like I should be doing more. God has placed me in a position where He showed me a lot of things, and He was like, "Yes, you can do X, Y, and Z," and you did that. But now it's time for me to take you to another level. So that's why I'm more
Mhm.
tapped into it in a wellness lifestyle aspect, because it's not just about fitness. It's really some deep rooted stuff that you have to dig into in order for people to
Yeah.
stay committed. Because, yeah, like I said, the fitness part is easy. But if you're not tapped in, you're like, "Oh, this is the hardest thing ever. I can't do it." I'm never going to get to my weight goals. And I tell my clients, let's not focus on the weight. Let's focus on the feeling. How do you feel today? First thing they do when they walk in the door, I'm like, how do you feel? They're like, oh, I feel good now that I'm here. Like,
Love
yeah, so
it.
that's what it is. So I don't want to be like them. I want to be like me. Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to have my own lane, and I also, and going back to that question with about what advice would I give to trainers? Find your lane and and just kill it, and try to study as much as you can about psychology. It allows you to connect with people on a different level that you've never expected, because I don't like surface level stuff. So when I can connect with you deeper and I feel like you can trust me and confide in me, we getting somewhere. So that's what I love about what I do. I don't know if I answered your question, girl. I just been talking.
No, that was excellent. And yeah, shout out to Tony Jones out there. She's one of my unofficial
Really?
cousins. She was on
You guys
she
kind of
was
look
on my
alike,
twin
though.
sisters.
It's
Yes.
funny.
Yes. So she's been a guest on my twin sisters
Really?
podcast, the Paging Dr. Shonda podcast.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I'll be like, I want to work with her one day. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I just want to I just love her. And she just actually did an event with two of my friends that do a soul and sound out here, a sound bath thing. And I couldn't make it, but I was like, oh my gosh, she making her rounds. That's so funny.
No, but I love that, and I love how you created your own lane. So one more question. So for my corporate girlies and my corporate guys who are listening, you talked a little bit about, we don't have to be in the gym every day. So for those of us who are ripping and running and busy and don't really have hours to spend in the gym, what recommendations can you give to maintain a healthy lifestyle while also just, being on the go?
Well, I'm not a gym girl. I haven't trained in a gym since I was probably like 28. I'm 38 now, so over 10 years. Um, I am a outdoors and home.
Can can I pause there? Y'all, she has not been in the gym in 10 years. Her body is fire, okay? Like, y'all need to just look at her Instagram and just get the motivation that you need. Okay, I'm just shocked by that.
Thank
Okay, go
you
ahead.
so much. Yeah, so I like I said, I will work out in a small space in my bedroom for 10 minutes. If I feel like, oh, I don't think I trained today or did anything today productive, let me get my heart rate pumping. I'll set my timer on my phone, 10 minutes, bam. Get in a position, punt, do some punches, do some abs, do some lunges. You do not need a gym in order to get fit and live a healthy lifestyle. That is my message. You do not need a gym. You do not need any equipment. All you need is your strength and your body, and you can do it. You just have to decide if you want it or not. That's
Yep.
it.
You just have to decide if you want it
Mm-hmm.
or not.
And when you be like, I want it, then do it. That's just it. Like, just, why procrastinate? Why wait? You don't wait when you want to go get some money, right? You don't want to. You don't wait when you want to get your hair done and your nails done. You just do it. You get up and you
That
do it. So take your health. Your health is should be a priority too, just like washing your ass.
part. I love it. Okay, so how can we keep up with you?
You can follow me on Instagram at I am NICB. I don't really have any other social media platforms. I am on TikTok, but I'm just on there for just fun and like saving videos and stuff. And then my Twitter was deleted and hacked. So yeah, I no longer have a Twitter, and I had that Twitter for 13 years. So I was kind of upset about that, but I guess it was attached to a third party um, app, and yeah, somebody hacked it and stole it.
Oh
Yeah, so now I have to
no.
start
Okay.
all over. So yeah, I'm only on Instagram, so that's where you can follow me. I don't have any upcoming events or anything yet, but when I do, I will post it.
Terrific. Well, it has been a pleasure getting to know you, Nick. This has been
Yes, and
awesome.
I look forward to keeping in contact with you, girl, because I am utilizing my resources. I'm telling you.
Awesome. I got you.
And I
Same
got you.
here.
Whenever you want a little FaceTime workout, just let me know. I got you. I mean, 40
Oh,
minutes.
I love it.
Yes, yes. I would love
Thank
to
you.
give you that whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
so
welcome. You have
much.
my phone number, right? Okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right, I'll
Okay.
text you. But all right, y'all. So we're about to wrap up the show. Nick and I, we had a great time. We're about to talk a little bit more, and we'll catch y'all next week on the Success Playbook podcast. See